Right, watch out, welcome back. Okay, let's get cracking on the second half of the mudguard. That's the back bit, the bit that goes down behind the wheel, and I'm going to use that lip on the rear that came as part of this mudguard to just finish it off. That's quite a nice rear end, I like that. That will stay with it, but I've got to section it like I did the front one, cut a V in it, weld it all the way down so it's a little bit more of the same, and then I can put that on the back end. The back end I want it to come quite low to protect the new radiator and the belly pan that I put in place and all that, so I can always cut it up if it's too long. So I'm going to make the rear section, this bit, as long as I can, and then I can trim up the front half as much as I need to. Right, it's enough chat, let's get stuck in. Welcome back. Oh, there we go. A little fun session on the fab. Look at that. Look at that end. How that came out. I love that. Just a happy accident really, because obviously it was a curve, and channeling a section out the middle and bring it together to kind of short circuits that curve into a point. I absolutely love that. And I've got another idea. This has possibly made me think twice about the direction I was going. Let me just show you what I mean. Get on the bite in. So there. Now, as I said, don't know where this is going to go. Yeah, I could use that as the front. I love that V in it. Absolutely love that to death. It just looks right. Kind of goes with the whole quirky nature of the bike. And that, the previous one I did, that looks a little bit more normal. So that'd be great at the rear. It will definitely work. Pop that in there. So I've now got all of the material I need. I can cut from this middle end, you see. I can just chop any of that back to make it the length it needs to be, so it just looks right. I can do that later on. I just needed to make the basic V in it. It has narrowed in a little bit with the welding. The heat of welding that in has drawn that in. It's drawn the curve round slightly more, so I've got to bend that out a little bit. All for later on. It's all just details, not a big issue. As you can see, I love this kind of curved down Hayabusa style. I said to a load of you, commented that, where is it? I was looking at the picture. That's it. That sort of angle there. I may have to section this a little bit and curve it more because it's a flatter curve than the wheel. This is probably a 19-inch MudGuard, whereas that's a 17-inch wheel. So you've got more of a curved wheel and it's flatter, which is what's given this. If I put it on in the normal way, look, you've got this out the front. So I can deal with that. If I need to, I can just chop it 2 or 3 pie slices out of that, bring it all in, weld it in, and then planish it off and it'll look great. So that's not an issue. But whether it becomes the front, I do want it low. That's going to be low down the front like that, purely because it's got that Hayabusa kind of Honda Blackbird look. That's what I'm trying to achieve, and bringing this whole front looking lower. So the whole front looks low and butch and mean and aggressive, which is what Street Fighter should be about. Well, they certainly used to be anyway. So there we go. That's it. All I've got to do from here is weld the two together somehow, but I'm going to think whether or not that remains the front one, or whether I carry on and go back to that one for the front instead. Not so sure, but I've got lots of options, can do all that. I like to think things through and then I get the right solution first time, rather than cut it up and do it all over again, because I haven't got another one of these. So there we are. Now that leaves it for today. This is at the time of recording this right now. It is Saturday. This is 12:30 on Saturday. I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning, so we're going to for a 4 or so hour session. And I'm going to go back to the office now and edit and upload this all in one go. So by the time you're watching this, at the very earliest, it's about 5 PM, I imagine. So it's a late one for Saturday, but with day shifts this week, with day job this week, I was flat out, so I didn't have time to get in the garage at all until today. So there we are. This is a slightly late one, but it's online. So tomorrow, Sunday, we'll be doing the paintwork on Penny's bike. We're going to see Mackie Bass. It's a fantastic weekend away, so thank you ever so much for all of your support with that. The video for it, for the artwork that Mackie's going to do, will be up on Wednesday next week. And of course, prize draw tomorrow is something a little bit special and interesting for you. So that just leaves one more thing, one more point that I want to make before I finish today, and that is my good friend Luke Smith. I want to say get well soon to my buddy Luke. Luke Smith watches all these videos and he has been absolutely floored by a serious illness. He's in hospital at the moment, but we are reliably informed he's on the mend. His better half sent us a little message and said, could you say hi to him? So honestly, Luke, get well soon, my friend. Thank you so much. Penny says the same as well. She can't be here. She doesn't come into the garage with fabrication videos. It's a dangerous environment, so she only comes in for other things, but she sends her love as well. So we send both of our love to you, my friend. Get well soon. It's not nice being unwell, and you are a big guy. I can't believe that anything has floored you. I really can't. So there we go. I want to see that rat bike continue. I looked at it all on your Facebook page. I want to see that build going on. Absolutely love it. You took a really nice bike and turned it into a rat. That is how it should be. Fantastic, great. And again, thank you, my friend, for all of your support watching. Get well soon. We're both thinking of you, and keep in touch. All right, there we go. So that's all, everybody. Thanks ever so much for all of your kind support. Really appreciate it. Take it easy. Ride safe. See you next time.